What's up? It's me, Zero, and I'm back with another video teaching you guys how to make a purple moving zone. You've probably seen these in the past of my maps, and it just really helps the visibility, and it honestly just has a bit more of a touch to it. And then after that, I'll teach you guys how to make a warning zone. This also does make it purple, and it makes it more visible, but hence the name. It's a warning zone to warn the player about the elimination zone before it gets right behind them with an extra layer. I'm guessing you already have a map, it's already ready to play, and you've played it a couple times, but then you've seen that Donnie, or maybe me, has a map that the brightness of the storm is a lot more significant, or there's a warning zone there, and you'd like that too because your players aren't getting warned when the zone is coming, or they just can't see it. So I'm gonna teach you how to make it purple right now, and then I'll teach you how to do the warning zone later, and all you have to do is follow these steps right here. One of the ways you can easily do this is by adding another music sequencer right under your normal zone music sequencer. If you don't have any room below, you can also put it on top, but you're gonna have to raise the bottom of your floor of your map to be the same level as that, so it doesn't look kind of weird and unchoppy. If you don't want to do that, or if you don't have room, then we can also put it to the side. I'll get to that in a minute, so just wait for that. After that, copy the exact same settings that you have from your original zone to the music sequencer that we just added. Now, the only thing that you're going to want to change is that you're going to want to keep the top one elimination, but the one that you just added did not have any damage at all. This way, we have a red zone and a blue zone, and if you remember, red and blue make purple, and this is basically the secret ingredient. Now what you're seeing me do is making it automatic by simply just adding a shopping cart and a trap to both of them. So when I start the game, the trap will set off the shopping cart, and they will both start simultaneously. You have to make sure that the tempo is the same, because this way they are moving the same speed right next to each other, and it creates this purple effect. Now, if you're having any more visualization problems, I recommend to always have your floor one level above the music sequencer. Right here, you can see I didn't actually do that, but if you want it to be even more visible, you can also add your floor to be even higher than just one level above the music sequencer, or you can just change the heights of the blue and the red zone to get a different color, and it's mostly going to be purple and blue, but it's going to have different shades, and it just kind of is up to you. As you can see in this first photo, this is the zones both at 100 height, and this next photo is them at 80 height. So you can definitely tell the difference. If you're worried about the max height, don't worry. 100 is actually way past the max height of building, so you won't really have any problems. I'm pretty sure 60 is safe too, but don't count on me on that one. You can test it out for yourself. Just pick out whichever kind of height works for you best. And now I'm going to show you how to do it on the side if you're having any troubles with it being above or below. As you can see right here, I'm just breaking what I just started from the last little bit, and I'm going to be adding music sequencer right next to the original zone. This doesn't affect really anything. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did earlier. I'm going to be copying the settings to the one I just added, and I'm also going to be making it automatic start. And don't forget, the new one does not have any damage. The original one should still have damage. And yeah, so here I am making it automatic start. Nothing different, it's just to the side. But there is one little problem that it might mess up your map, it might not, but I'll show you in a second. The problem is very small, but all it is really because it's to the side and you have the same widths, it's probably gonna happen is that you're gonna have this one little stripe that's red or one little stripe that's blue because it's off to the side, so the widths are a bit different. So what you're gonna need to do is just make the blue zone or the red zone a bit more wider so it gets that full purpleness instead of just having that little section be purple and the other section be red. So as you can see right now, I just made the width too bigger so that way it fills the whole thing. The only problem is if you have music sequencers to the side and you don't want them to get triggered, they might get triggered because now they're going outside of the map because you have the width a bit larger. So as you can see, it works fine, and there's just one little problem. So it shouldn't affect your map though, only if there is music sequencers on the side. If not, you can always just move them somewhere else. It depends on your map, and yeah. Now, this is not the only way to create a warning zone. There are other ways, but this way is fully customizable. You can change it so much without having to move anything. All you have to really do is just change the direction, speed, etc. So we're gonna actually use the same exact setup as the side purple storm, and we're gonna remove the automatic starts, and we're gonna put a music sequencer 2 away from the music sequencers you have, going towards them from an angle. It's kind of weird, but this is how it works to trigger them at separate times. All you see me doing is just changing the length to be right up against those. It doesn't have to change the width because even though it's right by the side, it doesn't really seem like it's touching the 2 on the side. It actually does touch both of them. So you just see me putting the automatic start to the music sequencer that we just added. This way it will start them at different times. As you can see that little bit of a layering effect. So we're getting there slowly, but it's not exactly what you want, but you can see it's still kind of purple right there. So I'm just going to show you real quick if you want to get the space larger, and also as you can see it's backwards. I'm going to show you how to just flip that around so it's actually the blue zone first and the red zone behind. Oh, and by the way, as you saw, the storm kept on resetting because the shopping cart was actually hitting the damage zone, causing it to respawn and restarting the storm. So I actually just flipped it around so that doesn't happen. But anyways, as you can see, again, the layering is there. But what we're gonna change next is putting the zones in order. If the zone was actually going away from you, like the zone in front, it's not as bad because in that case, you want the blue zone to be seen first also, so you'd have the red zone actually in front of that. But we can easily just do this if it was behind you by just changing the damage for both of them to be the exact opposite. So it gives us that blue in front, red behind. So if it was behind you, you'd see the blue in your point of view before you saw the red to warn you. So let's pretend that we actually never changed or swapped the damage for the 2 music sequencers, so they're actually back to how they were. Instead of doing that, we can just change the direction of the activator switch to be reversed, so it also does it backwards. It doesn't really matter. This way is a lot easier and doesn't really affect anything. It's all preference. I recommend this way though. And now I'm going to show you easily. We can just change the tempo of the activator switch to actually put more space in between. I put it at 40 for my other maps. This one I'm actually end up not going to do that because it depends on the speed. If it's really slow, you're going to want to have a really slow activator switch. Just make sure people can't go past the zone before they actually get activated because there's just a little bit of time. It gets a bit complicated. I'm sure you guys don't know what I'm really talking about, but here I put it like 10 and you can see I got a larger warning zone space, and that's all you really need to do. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. This is really simple and I got asked it a lot, and I wanted to give it to you guys and some new viewers so you guys can have the best Zone Wars map, because us map creators who make these Zone Wars map aren't the only people that can make these maps. Yes, we might be a bit more skilled, or we might know more than other people. It's good that you guys should know how to make your own maps so you guys can host them, impress your friends, just kind of have some fun on your own time instead of just putting in a code, and you should feel proud about your own maps. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and use code ZeroYourHero. I'll see you guys in the next one. I got a couple good maps coming out, and there's a patch tomorrow, so who knows what's going to come out tomorrow. Probably not a zone, but I'll maybe have an update video if there's anything really important to Zone Wars. Peace.